Good morning. It's good to see you again. Thanks for spending a few minutes with me today. It's Wednesday. I don't know what your week's been like. I hope it's been good. Pray that you've had no difficulties or problems as the week has progressed. We know for people living in Houston, it has been a very miserable week so far. So we need to make sure we're keeping those folks in our prayers and doing what we can to be helpful. We know there are a lot of community organizations that are involved already. I just received an email from the Scout Troop this morning that they're raising funds to send through the Red Cross. So there are a number of ways that we can be involved and practically help those who are recovering in Houston after this horrendous amount of rain. So keep them in your prayers. Do what you can to help. In this email today, you'll notice down below, there are a couple other videos. One is why millennials are leaving the church. Six points that come from some recent research from the Barna Institution. And spend a little time with that. I'm sure you will find it at least interesting, if not challenging as well. Also, further down below, you'll find information about Annual Conference and what happened there and reports from the Church of the Brethren. I think it's about 10 minutes long. It's informative. So for you this week, though, what I want you to really be thinking about is your own time in prayer and that time with God that we have. So if it's not happening, set time aside. Put something in your calendar. Figure out a way to make sure that you get some time. It doesn't have to be hours, but at least some minutes with God. Now, you can do that a couple different ways. You can spend time in prayer. Some people love to spend hours in prayer. It is said that Martin Luther used to proclaim that he had so much to do today, he had to pray for an extra hour. If you have one of those days and that's the way it works for you, run with it. For myself, I find spending time in Scripture to be something that for me is very helpful. So I like to go that route. I will read, I will reflect on, I will meditate on Scripture. Today and every day this week, I've been working with Genesis 44. And, it's a passage again, we're in the Joseph story, and he's letting his brothers know who he is. And there's fear, there's underlying in the tension in the text, there's all sorts of personal feelings coming out. So spend some time there, read the text, and see what God is saying to you. Now, you read it once, maybe God speaks to you through prayer, or maybe through interaction with family. It's never easy to say it's just this way. Scripture impacts us in many different ways, depending on what's going on in our lives. And we should look for that. We should expect it. So this midweek message, I just ask you to pray for the folks in Houston, pray for those who are on our prayer list from Sunday, and read the Word and see what God is communicating to you about the events of this week, that which is going on in your life and that which is going on in the lives of people around you. I hope you have a great week. I pray that God will speak to you in profound ways as we together continue the work of Jesus. Peace, brothers and sisters.